shower.
Bright sunny skies. It's so humid and hot.
In the Defender, and we are riding right now into the rain. Let's take a look at that.
Hello everyone, it's Wild Bill.
And I'm the Weather Girl here on Pearl Island. Our adventure this time is to make Pearl Island a little bit fancier. How about that?
Yeah, more creature features. Sorry
Sure.
I didn't do my hair, okay? Yeah.
How about glampify? Is that a word?
I like that one.
Okay,
I like
I'll
that
make
one.
it glampify. We're going to glampify Pearl Island, and we brought some fancier things with us. So I'd like to set up a hot shower. That would be nice. We've shown people how to do a shower before, solar shower. This one, we've got a hot tap, and we're going to set that up.
Yep, so what that involves is a hose that can take water, even if it's from a stream, but we're going to use a 275-gallon IBC tote. And you just put the filter into it. It goes to an LP tank, and you can use a power source in either 120 volt or 12 volt. And what it will do, it acts like an Insta-Hot. And we're gonna set that up so you could at least take a shower, warm shower. And the other thing is too, is it comes with a sink, so you can wash your dishes that way. That's a whole package. They also sell like a outdoor shower.
They do all
enclosure.
of it. Yeah, and we bought that too.
Yep.
Can't wait to give you a review, Hot Tap, because we've loved watching the other videos. And when we get to that, we're going to do our own review, basically getting it out of the boxes and setting it up. See if the two of us can do it pretty simply. So I'm sure it'll be great. The other thing we bought, thank you, Elon Musk. We bought the Starlink.
We're gonna try that. The other thing I was gonna tell you is that we're gonna do the hot tap, but we can't do it this time because we bought a four-wheeler, and the four-wheeler took up all the room on the boat, so we don't have the IBC tote. So we're gonna have to make another trip.
Good point. Good point. We were thinking about catching the rainwater off of our cabin and then putting it in our IBC tote. And because of our four-wheeler, John Paul II, here he is. Ta-da! JP2 is on the island, and definitely a saint that's watching over us, right?
Yep.
And we've needed John Paul II the whole time, so that's been
And you're
great.
kind of the authority on the Starlink, so you can jump into that, right?
I'm really looking forward to it. Watched quite a few of the install videos here in Alaska. Sounds like it should be pretty simple, and the satellites track pretty closely one after the other across the sky, thanks to the Starlink network. And so all I need is a little 110. So, and I've already got the app on my phone, and it sounds like it's pretty simple, but I'll show you. I'll pull it out of the box and we'll do it together. Sounds like it should be fun. So we need one more thing though.
Yep, so we bought a solar system with 3 solar arrays, inverter to AC to DC, batteries, and we're gonna try and attempt to get that going. So
let's go to Mark. He's back in Soldotna. He is at Midnight Sun Solar, and he's the one that helped us along with your cousin Tim, right?
Yep.
Tim was also the mastermind. You've met Tim before on our channel, and he planned the whole thing back in Michigan. And so he sent those plans to Midnight Sun Solar, and between Tim and Mark, we have a pretty great system that you designed, right?
I didn't really design it, but it'll work for what we're doing. I sized it to what our needs are.
There
How
we
about
go.
that?
Okay. And everyone has been very helpful. That looks like it's just going to take some ingenuity because we couldn't get the lumber on our boat to build the stands for the solar array. But we've got plenty of wood here, and we've got all of our tools, and we're planning on making it work.
So here's what happened. we knew there was gravel here. We understand that.
We've told you about our beach.
Right.
Yep.
But the four-wheeler, no problem, right? That's our solution.
I only got stuck twice.
Yeah. And
Yeah, I love it.
you only completely got stuck
Buried.
twice, right?
That's right.
The rest of the time we had a Viking and a mule, if you know what I mean, right? I was pushing
That's
quite
why
a
I
bit.
love you so much.
So one of the things is we also bought a little trailer that we thought would float, was great, but the Viking had challenges galore. So we ended up hoofing our stuff off the beach, then hoofing it onto the trailer, right? Then what would happen is while we're making the circle to get back, the trailer and the Viking would get stuck. So we just had to dump it So it was in 5 different places over 200 feet on the beach.
Yeah, you're just looking at the beach, and I made quite a mess of it. Viking it's a Yamaha Viking that we really love. Right there it is. It's done a good job, but it really is tough to use it in all this pea gravel. And yeah, I can say I definitely got it stuck a couple of times. It was tough to make it float. I know I got a lot of direction there from my sweetheart.
Loud.
Very loud direction. But we like our Yamaha mule for our everything, Viking for everything else. And one thing I will say is that it's been super handy on the grass itself and in the yard around the island. So I'll take you around for that. That's what we named John Paul II. So you can see here, this is the area of the beach. And I've had to pretty much cross quarter mile just back and forth just to get our stuff up here.
But on the beach, it's a beach.
It's a beach on the beach. Nice.
So we just had to quit using the trailer.
Yeah, so the
We
wagon
just
was
stopped
done.
The trailer was just, and then of course there's batteries, our solar batteries running probably, I'm gonna guess 150 pounds. Okay. We get down there, we make the turn, buries itself, go down, dig it out, but we got to dump it because the boat is waiting right here fighting the tide because the tide is coming in. So it's having to adjust. As we're trying to pull off probably 17 totes, arrays, the 4-wheeler, and these big bore batteries that we're going to tell you how not to hurt yourself.
Yeah. Came up with a great idea. I do want to say thank you to Coldwater AK for bringing us out here. Did a great job again. Our Captain John was very patient with us, and like Bill said, it's almost like a little dance on the shoreline when they bring you in, especially as much gear and stuff we had to pull off the boat this time. We don't usually bring that much, so it doesn't take us as long. It took us 2 hours to load, and I don't know how long it took us to unload because you were on the boat trying to pull stuff off. I was out on the yard trying to not get stuck, and both of us ended up with, I don't know, a 1/4 inch of water in our boots, both of us, because of being in the water.
And not every beach is gravel, but this one is heavy gravel.
Pea gravel. It's like, yeah, really gets you like quicksand.
You want me to show you?
Yeah.
See how smooth this is right here? Look at this.
That's how fast it took me to get buried, Bill.
No, you did it faster than
Did I? Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, Kelly, you would think that the wheel spinning faster would get you more traction, and it was a post hole digger.
Be nice.
But it went down so fast that you couldn't dig the tires out because it was resting. The whole bottom plate was resting on the gravel. So I talked about the batteries now. I told you the extreme weight that they are, but it's hurt yourself carrying the weight, and I'm a good sized guy. So I got thinking, man, what the heck could we do? Well, we ordered the winch, which I knew we would use at some point to either pull itself out, pull a tree, whatever. It's a nylon cord, so it's not like it's crazy, you're gonna pull yourself up in the air. So I thought, well, you know what, let's do this. Let's see if we can winch these things, skid them. So obviously I brought a chain, right? I found some scrap metal here, and I cut some holes, put some chain through, and it makes this a skid.
Nice.
Because we were so far away, you can kind of see the path of how far we had to drag this to get it within winch distance. There's 2 batteries. That one was a long one. This one was a shorter one. You can see where it's smoothed in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull the winch out. There's about a 4-foot height here in the shore. Luckily enough, we got a big giant toothpick sticking out. We'll lift it up on the toothpick and then put it on the shore, get it on the Viking, get it back. And this is next to the last 2 pieces because I have the rays sitting over there we gotta do yet. Okay, we're gonna spool her up.
That worked pretty good.
Yeah, that worked really good.
We're gonna take the wagon up with the winch. Are you ready?
Booga booga booga.
That's from our buddy in Canada.
Exactly.
Wahoo!
Okay, this is our solar arrays. Are pretty good size. I think what I'm going to do is the surface is critical. I don't want anything to happen. I don't want it to fall off, so I'm going to sit back here.
This is totally OSHA approved, right?
Kids, parents, family pets, do not do this at home.
Oh Lord! Don't yell at me about my driving, okay?
It's going to be bumpy, I know.
You ready, Captain?
Yes.
Here we go.
Keep it under 80. This is our view, if you're wondering. Now I'm going to eat some exhaust. Yep, good. There we go. This is panel number 1 off the beach into the cabin. We're going to get panel number 2. Going out there, I'm going to ride in front.
Maybe.
I'm going to pay extra.
Tip big. Tip big, Bill.
Okay, so I was fortunate enough to ride in the front. So here's my Uber driver.
Hey, big guy.
No, I'm not from around here. Just visiting.
Okay, I know I have a trailer on the back of it, so I'm just gonna do this.
Yep, good.
I'm blazing a trail.
Rather than bind it up, I agree. Okay,
So, where are you going? Where are you headed?
going to the beach.
Oh,
Get some solar array.
nice, nice. So you haven't been here long, huh?
No,
Wow, welcome
Just-
to Pearl Island.
just starting my second
No,
24 hours.
See, this is the back of our island, and this is all state ground.
I'm gonna
back
hand it
there.
to you so you
No,
can see.
You can do it. And
Oh, there
yeah, there
we
you
go.
go.
Okay.
You're actually seeing some fence posts. That's where we used to
The
have
road
steer.
commission has not been out here if you're wondering why it's so rocky tops.
Yeah, we
Okay.
see eagles a lot here. We've heard. I saw 2 whales on my way out, so I do know the whales are here in April. Hey, Bill.
Yes.
I think that's the last thing on the beach. Woo!
We had to lay them flat, get them flat because we left them overnight, and you never know what the weather's going to be
Yeah.
here. So if I would have had a windstorm, it might have been on the hill over there. So we left them right here.
Last thing on the beach. Boy, things were spread all the way down there
Yeah.
because of my driving and to about there. And now it's all gone. Back at the cabin. What's this?
We'll be running a special on driftwood, in case you're wondering. So
Nice.
look at that beauty.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be carved into something nice.
That has been tumbled and
Look
tumbled,
at
huh?
that one. That's the one I was telling you about.
Oh, yeah. Boy, you wonder how many miles they've gone.
Yeah, really.
Lots of good driftwood. All right, Captain.
Okay.
Slave driver.
Get it done.
Another one of our YouTube favorites. Number 2 in the bucket.
Yeah. I really wish this was full of hot water and hot dump and I could just adjust the jets, but no such thing. I'm gonna flop on in. Some of you out there don't be saying, hey, push him all the way to the water, because that's not very nice.
Oh, just think of the jets, Bill. Yeah.
Can you turn the temperature up a little, please? Okay.
Penny in the... Well,
Very dissatisfied. Your unruly driving splashed all the water out of the hot tub. So now I'm high and dry.
last one.
Did you want to ride back here this time?
No, thanks. I'm good.
Okay, I got a question for you too.
Yeah.
How might all of that gravel and that seaweed got that high on the axle?
Who would have done that? Who does that?
Exactly.
Oh, no. Good thing John Paul II can handle it. Be quiet or I'll go over all the bumps. Come on, get in there. Last time.
The wind's picked up a little. Oh. Okay.
And away we go.
Dang, last one.
You're so
No
bummed.
more fun after this.
Goodbye, beach, for just a little bit. All right, I promise not to go over all the bumps.
The end. You don't always have to be standing to take a shower.
Bright sunny skies. It's so